Viewer discretion is advised.
What up, Heel Faction? Welcome back to Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. I'm Dark Cordz, that's Draven Grimes. Hopefully the Star Master Evan Ginsberg will be along shortly. He's having a little bit of computer problems. So yeah, we're going to go through AEW Full Gear, and we're going to touch on WWE Survivor Series this weekend. So let's get to it. How you doing, Draven?
After dying for 16 and a half consecutive hours, I feel fucking amazing. I don't know what it is. Of course, the last couple of weeks have been like really fucking stressful and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to bed last night with the most violent, aggressive migraine I've ever had.
Oof.
And that was at about 6 o'clock last night.
Mm-hmm.
And about 10:30 is when I woke up this morning. It was fucking amazing.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds
awesome.
I
feel fucking refreshed.
Good. Very good. Very good.
So what's happening in the world of wrestling?
Well, a couple of things. Let's give Evan a couple more minutes. It was confirmed last night that Randy Orton is the mystery 5th member of Cody's team for Survivor Series. War Games!
War Games!
I'm
feeling better. I can hit the War Games again.
War Games.
War Games!
Let's see. So yeah, I was kind of disappointed. I figured he'd make an appearance. I thought maybe they'd be getting advantage of him 5-on-4, and then voices in my head will hit. But no such luck. But at least we know for sure, barring any emergencies in the meantime, that it will be Randy Orton rounding out Team Rhodes. What do you think?
War Games.
War Games.
I'm looking forward to it. Anytime there's a War Games match, I'm automatically just giddy as fuck because I know I'm about to watch. And fuck what Uncle Dave thinks. I know I'm about to watch a 5-star classic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Other than maybe one War Games match, which I believe was a women's match, every War Games match since WWE's brought it back have been instant classics. They've been beautiful. And I cannot wait for this weekend.
Yeah. No, I'm really looking forward to it myself.
I did find it. I guess we can talk about it a little bit before Evan gets on. That promo that McIntyre did at the beginning of Raw last night.
Mm-hmm.
It felt out of character.
Yeah.
Like that was just like almost felt like Drew McIntyre did not give a fuck about doing that promo.
I think he must think that he's on the way out.
He's got to be. I mean, he still hasn't re-signed.
Right.
And if they're doing this to try to get him to get a push, it ain't gonna work. Especially with Randy coming back, you already know fucking Judgment Day is gonna lose.
Yeah.
Unless they do the fucking spot that I predicted.
What spot is that?
Where Orton turns on Cody.
Oh yeah.
That one.
Yeah. I think they always like to milk that babyface start when somebody comes back though.
Yeah, but it's fucking Randy though.
I know.
I mean, babyface Randy's okay.
Yeah.
But heel Randy.
Randy is where it's at.
Another fucking level. There is nobody more demented when he's a heel.
Yeah.
That is what I'm looking for. I am looking forward to actually wanting to boo somebody again.
Yeah, because he's top shelf heel. Like,
no, he's not top shelf. He is locked up in the vault. Fucking heel.
Yeah.
Top of the line.
Top of the line heel.
But that promo just seems so out of fucking place.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking.
I'm gonna go out here and read what the producers told me to read.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
That's about it.
I don't know. I don't know that it's a good look to like half heart your way out the door, though. Like it's bad business. So I hope he picks it up. I hope it was just a bad evening, a bad promo.
Yeah. I mean, the actual match itself in the main event was pretty good. I mean, it was a typical Drew McIntyre match, but just something just didn't hit right with me on that promo. But if we could talk about the end of the night, did we see Mr. Yeet Man himself, Jey Uso's face, when Cody announced Randy?
Yeah, I don't think that was utter happiness.
You could pause that and have a voiceover. It was at this moment he knew he fucked up.
Yeah, no, that's
And for those of you that don't remember why Randy's on a shelf in kayfabe, Bloodline took Randy out, and Jey Uso was a big part of that ambush. So Jay's like, "Oh fuck, I gotta deal with this shit again. It's gonna be bad."
man.
Oh,
I don't know what's going on, but Evan cannot get on.
well, we'll give him a couple more minutes. If you want to, we can go ahead and go through Survivor Series real quick.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, let me get that pulled up real quick. I had my other notes. All right, Bleacher Report, yes sir. Okay. Only 5 matches. Okay.
All right.
So I guess we'll start from what I think is going to be bottom of the card and work up.
Mm-hmm.
So match 1 is something they sparked up on SmackDown last week, which is going to be Carlito versus Santos Escobar.
Yep, now that Santos has gone full
Tony Montana.
Tony Montana, yeah.
Did you see the fucking get up he had on?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
that motherfucker is straight up ripped off Scarface.
Full Tony Montana. Oh, hold on.
I see Santos going over in this one. If
Yeah, I think it's definitely gonna be Santos.
yeah. He's already beat on his other cronies that he had down in NXT with him in the LWO. Obviously he took Ray out so Ray can go get the knee surgery. Zelina's just, I don't know. Zelina's going to get to that point where it's kind of like a Rhea thing where one of the dudes are going to have to put hands on her.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah, and Randy's the guy to do it.
No, I'm talking about in the Santos.
Zelina. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm
Like,
sorry. I'm trying to fix Evan's situation.
You're fine. You're fine. Just listen to the words, the voices in your head. So okay. So both of us pretty much say Santos going over. All right. Match 2. The Miz versus Walter Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. Sorry. I still see them pushing Gunther with that title. I don't see Miz going over.
I don't know. Like this could be that swerve. Because Miz has been a toe the line company guy. And maybe they want him to have that record. Because Jericho is the current record holder, or the tied, right?
For the most Intercontinental Championship wins?
Yeah.
Let me check that. Who's won the IC title most? It's still Jericho has 9 ratings. So let me check Miz's.
Yeah, they both have 9.
8 times.
Okay, so he'll be tied with the most. See, they referenced it last night about either he's currently tied for the most or he's going to be tied for the most, but they didn't say who it was.
Well, he would be tied for the most.
Right.
Damn. Shit in my throat. But I still think Gunther's going to go through.
Yeah, I mean, that's the smart bet, but if he were going to lose it to somebody, I would imagine that Miz would probably, because he's such a company guy. That's my only reason for saying that.
Okay, so let's play devil's advocate. If it's not going to be the Miz, and knowing Gunther now has the longest Intercontinental Championship reign in the history of the company, who could you see maximizing off beating Gunther? Like who do you feel would need that extra push of I'm the one that beat the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion?
Honestly, I think it's got to be Gable.
You think so?
I think so, man. I think he's right on that cusp, and the crowd loves him. You know, he's just, I don't know. I think it's him. I think he's the one.
I can agree with that. They just need to tone down the comedy shit with him.
Yeah.
Make him more believable and more serious as a worker. Which I don't give a fuck what you say. He's fucking top 10
Dude, he's
in
fucking amazing.
the world.
Amazing.
In the fucking world. I don't give a fuck what the PWI top 500 say. Gable is fucking top 10 in the world as far as a worker.
Oh yeah, it's one of the best workers there is. And that's why, because he was so close to beating him the last time. I think they figured out a way to make it believable.
They did. I believed it.
Yeah. There is nobody who can question Gable's wrestling skills. I mean, his technical ability is top tier.
Dude, could you imagine a serious heel Gable? That would be dangerous.
Yeah.
Whew. All right, moving on. For the Women's World's Championship, Zoe Stark.
All right, this isn't the NWA. We don't have the World's Heavyweight Championship.
That's what it says, the Women's World's Championship.
Oh, well, fuck.
Zoe Starks versus Rhea Ripley.
Rhea?
Like we even need to fucking say anything.
No.
How long has she had that belt? Like I know the women's title transferred into the world's title.
Well, wasn't it the didn't she win it at WrestleMania?
I don't remember.
I think she beat old girl.
Old girl?
Bianca, right?
She won it night 1 of WrestleMania, so she's had it for 232 days. She beat Charlotte for it.
Okay.
Let me look at this. Let me look down the line real quick. Hell, she's had the longest reign in the past 3-4 years, it looks like.
Interesting.
Yeah, I see them doing a full year with her before they even think about dropping the title. She's just too fucking hot right now.
Yeah, 100%.
In more ways than one.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
Lovely.
Bay. All right. So, next match is the women's War Games match. The Lizard Queen, Bianca Belair, Shotzi, and Becky Lynch versus Damage Control, which will consist of Bayley, Kairi Sane, Asuka, and Io Sky.
So they're only doing 4s?
Yep, that one's a 4-on-4 because Dakota Kai couldn't get cleared.
I think there's no question that Damage Control wins with their improved roster. You know,
I agree. But I also see a little bit of teasing of kicking Bailey out.
Could very well be.
I see it coming because remember the reports like a couple weeks ago of there's a rumored 6-member coming in, and it's going to be another Japanese star.
Yeah. I wonder who it can be.
I'm not entirely sure. I don't know who all's on the free agent list right now.
Yeah, I don't know either. And didn't they reference the Lotus Triad?
Yes.
So it's got to be one of those other two. I just don't know which, because it was Io Sky and Kairi Sane, and then Black Lotus was the name of one of them, and then it was another really small girl. I can't remember what her name was.
It might be both of them. They might bring a 6 and a 7 to replace Dakota and Bailey. Because at that point, neither one of them fit the mold.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
Moving
forward.
I'm with you on damage control. But Bleacher Report is predicting the other teams going over.
Really?
Mm-hmm. This is where I'm getting all my stuff off of is Bleacher Report. So everything we've called so far, they've agreed with, but this one.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah. There's no way I see Flair, Belair, Shotzi, and Lynch going over. Not that guy. No. There's no way. All right. So for the main event in War Games. You have the Judgment Day, Finn Balor, Dirty Dom, Lord Farquaad, Senior Money in the Bank, the Latino Undertaker, taking on Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, Seth motherfucking Rollins, and the returning legend killer, Randy Orton.
Yes. I mean, with Randy coming back, I don't know, man. This is a really tough one because
I'm telling you right now, they will fucking go over unless they pull the trigger on the fucking turn. That's the only thing I can see happening that has Judgment Day go over.
That's exactly right. If Randy stays a babyface, Cody's team wins. If he turns, Judgment Day wins. He's a wild card at this point.
He is. And I hate to say it. I'm kind of hoping the turn happens. I want to see it play out exactly like I said. That way, when it comes WrestleMania time, I can look at everybody and say, I fucking told y'all fucking back in November.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I could definitely see it happen.
WrestleMania night. But WrestleMania night 1 for the World Heavyweight Championship, Randy Orton as the champion going in against Cody Rhodes. Tell me that would not draw money.
It would, but that's not the belt they're putting on Cody.
I can give a fuck less about the Roman build.
Well,
I give a fuck less.
That's gonna happen. Story. That's gonna happen.
So. Unless they got Dwayne. If they got Dwayne, that's going to supersede fucking Cody.
I guess. But all right. So yeah. Evan will not be joining us. There's craziness happening, so we'll just go through the card. But before we do the card of Full Gear, before we do that, this podcast is sponsored in part by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with over 25,000 classes. Jesus. And anything you can think of. Marketing, social media, photography, graphic design, anything you can think of. I just finished the social media classes, and they're really good. Succinct, straight up information, good shit. So whether you're interested in brushing up on a skill for work, just learning something cool, or starting a new business, join the over 600,000 members of the Skillshare community, Skillshare.com. But wait, there is more. Draven, is there any kind of a deal that comes with us?
Well, typically, it started out as 30%. Then they gave us to go ahead and do 40%. But now, if you act right now up until November 30th, you will get 50% off your monthly or your annual subscription. That is the best deal I have seen from Skillshare. And I'm talking, I've watched YouTube videos sponsored by them. I've listened to podcasts sponsored by them. I've seen various social media platforms have Skillshare shared all across them. I have never seen them go this hard.
Yeah.
50% off.
Yeah.
You can't beat that.
Half price. You almost can't not do it.
Yeah. It's half off a monthly or annual subscription. Take advantage of that now. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. I just put the link to the 50% off Skillshare in both the Trovo and the Twitch chat for Rumble, Facebook, and the podcast. It's in the description. So do not sleep on this deal. You will not get a better offer from Skillshare. Trust us. We've seen a bunch of them.
Yes.
All right. So there was a pay-per-view last weekend.
There was.
And it was fucking amazing.
It was a fairly good pay-per-view, I will say.
Dude, I don't care what anyone says. I will fight this point. AEW, except for one in recent memory.
The only one we cared to watch.
Yeah, except for one, they do not miss on pay-per-views. They overperform every card. You look at it and you're like, damn, I don't know how this is going to be. They overperform every fucking time.
Well, they did it again.
Mm-hmm.
In good ways and bad, and we'll get into it as we get through this.
Absolutely. So let's start on the pre-show.
All right, we're going back to the pre-show.
Pre-show.
Right. So I did not watch the pre-show. So you're going to fucking carry me through this shit.
That's
because
cool.
I didn't know we actually had these kind of bangers going on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Ring of Honor World Championship match. Jay Lethal versus Eddie by God Kingston.
Eddie Bygone Kingston goes over in a short but sweet match. It was 10, 12 minutes at most. Good back and forth. You know, Lethal is always good. Eddie is definitely molded into his own. He's done a lot of good things. Yes. He goes over retaining the New Japan Strong and the ROH World Heavyweight Championships. And then something interesting that happened. I don't remember if it was during the pay-per-view or if it was on... Well, it had to have been because there's been no AEW wrestling since. So, on the pay-per-view, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this Continental Classic tournament that they're putting on.
I saw the announcement of it. I haven't really looked too far into it.
It's very similar to, I don't know, whatever the tournament is in Japan, the G1.
The G1 Grand Prix?
Yeah.
Love that. I love that fucking shit.
They're doing a point system, and they start the matches this week. The first entrant, and I don't know how... Well, I kind of know how because I always thought this was a work. But the first entrant is Brian Danielson.
You do that a lot.
Well, he was Daniel Bryan for so long.
I know, but it's just the fact you say Daniel Bryanson.
I know.
Like you're in the fucking Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi.
Daniel Bryanson. Yes. The second entrant, I believe, is Andrade El Idolo is the second entrant. And the third entrant is now Eddie Kingston. And what Eddie Kingston said is that he's putting both titles on the line in every single match. So the winner of the Continental Championship tournament will be the Ring of Honor, New Japan Strong and this new Continental Champion. There'll be simultaneous 3 belt holders by winning this tournament.
So here's how I see this happening. Just by what you told me. I don't see them carrying 3 belts like Roman did for fucking weeks on end. I see them just merging them all into one championship that can be defended in New Japan, that can be defended in AEW, and it can also be defended in Ring of Honor.
Yep.
But it's going to be one fucking belt if it's going the way I'm thinking.
The Continental Strong Ring of Honor Championship.
Yeah, but what does that say about Ring of Honor though? You're going to be dropping the Ring of Honor World Title for this championship? If that's
See, I don't think that. I don't know.
Or do you just vacate it? Like you have the opportunity to win this, but if you win this, you got to vacate the other 2 titles and let them go back to the respective
I wonder
brands.
if the Continental Championship is just something that transfers at these tournaments,
Or
kind of like the Owen Hart belts. They're just up for grabs in that tournament.
I still say they should be defended. They shouldn't just be the trophies every year.
Okay. Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll see. But the matches start this week. I'm not sure.
Have they announced what the first match is yet, or are they just saying the match will start this week?
They just start this week. I imagine it's probably they're gonna probably Andrade and Kingston.
Brian? No, I'd rather see Andrade and fucking Danielson.
I know, but that just happened a couple of weeks ago.
I don't care.
On Collision.
I can watch that over and over and over.
It was good shit. It was good shit. All right, next match.
Next match. Claudio, insert last name because my tongue ain't gonna work that good. Versus Buddy Matthews.
Awesome match. 2 Brutuses, but athletic, strong guys. Claudio goes over with the sharpshooter, but it was hard hitting. Just a good match. I figured Claudio would go over, but yeah, good match. That's all I can say.
I like in the Bleacher Report for the results. It says Buddy Matthews used a jackhammer. Confirmed mystery signing of Goldberg.
He did use a jackhammer.
I guess.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember being like, "What? Jackhammer?" And they called it a jackhammer.
Well, I mean, it's like calling the Codebreaker a Codebreaker.
I know, but
that's how a lot of mainstream fans know it as.
Yeah.
They're going to think of it as a vertical suplex power slam.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Pretty cool.
Holy shit, it is a vertical suplex power slam.
Yeah,
I never thought about it like that. Huh. Thank you, WWE Video Games.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And the final one on the pre-show for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships. MJF and Samoan Joseph versus 2 members of the Bang Bang Gang.
Good morning, Samoan Joseph. How are you? I'm fine, Miss Johnson.
Ladies and gentlemen, just cut to about 3 minutes down the line. He'll be done with this. We can actually get on with it.
All right, I'm done. Let's go. All right.
You're never going to not see him again and not think about that.
Probably not.
All right. Talk about the match, god damn it.
Oh. The championship
I didn't watch the pre-show. I told you
championship match. I forgot where we're at.
Tag team champion.
So this is where the real pay-per-view really starts, okay? Because the drama starts now.
Mm-hmm.
MJF's only friends are now hurt. Okay, Adam Cole's obviously out for 9 months with his ankle, but also the Acclaimed got jumped by the Devil's Crew. They're out. So the only option MJF has for a partner is one Samoan Joseph. um, and true to form, Joe was a professional. He did everything he needed to do to help win. He didn't do anything funny behind MJF's back. No backstabbing. He was a good little soldier, and they win. They did this really cool spot where they did a double muscle buster from opposite turnbuckles.
Oh, I bet that looks fucking sweet.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. All right, so match is over. MJF and Joe shake hands. Joe leaves. Cole's on the outside. He's like, "Yeah, buddy, my best friend. Yeah." And then the Guns, who are still out there after Joe leaves, they attack MJF. They mess him up pretty good. They start attacking his leg. Chair shot to the leg. Chair shot to the leg.
Mm-hmm.
Old gimmick where they put the chair with the leg between the chair fold and jump off the second rope and stomp on it. So MJF,
Hey, that shit hurts. I've had it done.
I'm sure it fucking does. Take MJF out, stretcher, ambulance. As he's leaving, he's like, "Adam, promise me you won't let him take my championship. I promise. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna make it happen, but I promise." So they go out, and then the pay-per-view starts at that point.
Yeah. And see, when the pay-per-view came on, when I was watching it, I was coming on the tail end. I was like, what in the fuck just goddamn happened?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck?
So, because they probably won't mention this during the breakdown that you're looking at, but the result of him going to the hospital.
Yeah, they didn't show nothing of that. They just, it's all about the match.
They were within a hair of just handing the title to Jay White because MJF has to forfeit the match. Adam Cole comes out. He's like, no. I promised him I wouldn't let him do that. I'll take the match. Me, on my twice surgeried ankle, not cleared for at least another 9 months, is going to handle this match with one of the best wrestlers on the world. Got it. All right. So somehow it gets allowed and the match is set. It'll be Adam Cole, bye-bye, representing MJF against Jay White for the AEW Championship.
As your main event.
Uh-huh.
So let's get through the rest of the matches to get to the main event.
Okay.
All right. So match 1. Darby Allin, Sting, and Adam by God Copeland versus the world's greatest dad, Christian Cage, Nick Wayne, and the Road Warrior ripoff himself, Luchasaurus.
Yes. The greatest picture of all time came out of that. Great match. Let me find this picture. It's everyone needs.
You talking about the one of the three of them standing together?
Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty good. One thing it didn't say is that Ric Flair was ringside for this match.
Yes, he certainly was.
And Christian finally got his revenge on fucking Ric Flair 3 years after he fucked him over.
Boom. The greatest picture in pro wrestling history right there.
Nope, second greatest. The original trilogy of TFK is the greatest.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
You got.
I'm also very biased.
The Stinger, Adam Copeland, Darby Allin. Essentially 3 generations of kick-ass right here.
Holy shit, you're right.
Yes, sir.
Golden era, attitude era, the new era. Fuck yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So, carry on. Great match. I enjoyed it.
It was a good match. The
Sting
takeaway.
carried a lot of it, which I was surprised about. He was in there for a decent amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Sting can go.
he still can go,
Say what you
man.
say. He can fucking go. But my one drawback for this match, and I know it's his fucking gimmick and it's what's got him over, but Darby needs to chill the fuck out.
Dude, that fucking
That choke slam onto the apron was fucking gnarly.
So for you guys
I thought he
that
legit fucked himself up.
if you didn't see it, there's a spot where Luchasaurus picked up Darby Allin in a choke slam. Luchasaurus is inside the ring,
Mm-hmm.
and he choke slams Darby outside of the ring onto the apron. But he wasn't close enough to the ring ropes when he did it. So he kind of hit at a weird angle and just careened off that shit into the table.
It was almost like his spine hit the very corner of the apron at an angle and made him fucking spiral out like like a damn skateboard. Like it was gnarly as fuck.
Definitely
I'm
was.
telling you, Darby needs to fucking calm the fuck down. And like I said, I know it's his gimmick is what he's known for, and he's probably not going to. But I thought my body hurts enough at fucking 33. Oh, spoiler, that's how old I am. I don't even see him walking by the time he gets my age.
Well, I hope you're wrong, but I completely
do too.
understand.
I do too.
I've been saying it too. He needs to chill the fuck out.
I don't wish ill will on anybody about that shit.
He is now, I guess, in Nepal training to climb Mount Everest, so he won't get banged around a little bit. He won't get banged around as much.
Unless he's like, I want to jump off that cliff.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm snowboarding this motherfucker.
But all in all, it was a good match. I feel Ric Flair got what he deserved. That massive fucking low blow. The kids that sung for Christian's entrance.
Yeah.
He has taken this fucking father thing to a new fucking extreme. And I am loving it.
Yeah, I'm all the way here for it.
Mm-hmm. You just don't like the turtlenecks.
Mm-mm.
It's all right. I got one for you.
Yo, on the mic right now,
dude, there's no
Christian
one
is God tier. No, he is God tier right now.
Could you imagine? I want to see this Christian go against fucking MJF on the fucking stick.
Yeah.
Dude. Or this Christian Cage go against fucking Austin 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And before anybody says anything, no, I'm not going to bring up fucking Punk. Because as good of a fucking guy he is on the fucking mic, I know for a fact Christian would obliterate him.
Yeah. Yeah, right now he's John Cena tier on the mic right now.
Yes. Like if Christian Cage opens a cameo, I'm specifically going to pay him whatever money he wants for him to tell me my father's dead. That's how into this character I am right now. I love it.
I just can't get past the fucking sleeveless turtleneck, man. I can't.
He got it over.
I can't get past the sleeveless turtleneck. Sorry.
I'll tell you what I can't get over. Between him and fucking Sting, nobody wears wrestling gear anymore if they're over the age of fucking 50.
Right.
They're in fucking Sting's in fucking slacks and a leather belt.
Yeah, man. I love.
Throw your fucking singlet on, throw a t-shirt over that shit.
I love Cool Uncle Sting right now. This fucking character with the bomber jacket and the just coming down to either have some fun or fuck shit up. You never know. Yeah,
but I like it when he like tweaks into the Joker Sting. That's still one of my favorite characters from him.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We'll talk about Sting for fucking ever. For the AEW International Continental United States Championship, Orange Cassidy versus Jon Moxley.
Fucking banger match. This match was fucking amazing. And I don't give a fuck. Motherfuckers, I invite any of you to come on this channel and tell me that Orange Cassidy isn't a real wrestler. Fuck every single one of you marks who's gonna come in here and try to argue Orange Cassidy is not a real wrestler. He's fucking phenomenal.
I'll tell you right now, 2 years ago, I didn't give a fuck about Orange Cassidy. I thought it was just a fucking gimmick that fucking the young fucks hired on as a fucking favor. But he has put in the fucking work. He has done his fucking part. And he is one of, if not the best mid-card worker in AEW. Like, you're going to see him in the main event very fucking soon.
Yeah, no, his title run, he's had the best title run of any champion in AEW history.
Yes.
Now, I mean, the original one, obviously, he lost it for a couple of weeks. But that first title run was as good as I've ever seen. With the number of title defenses he had, you know, you would think that that's what the TNT title was supposed to be. That television,
I believe that's what it was supposed to be, and just turned into something else.
The television title is supposed to be the one defended all the time, but this is turned into the workhorse title, and
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and it's got the right guy. Because he's mastered his character. He connects with the crowd differently than pretty much everybody. I don't know. He's.
And if you want to capitalize on the international gimmick, let him go to Europe and defend that shit. Let him go to fucking Japan. Let him go to Mexico. Let him go to Canada. Let him fucking defend that motherfucker anywhere and every fucking where to bring more legitimacy to that belt.
Yeah.
Because God knows you're not going to do it with the TNT title.
So obviously, he goes over the first time he's ever beaten Mox. Mox has gotten the best of him every single time, and pretty brutally.
Newsflash: Moxley bled.
Yeah, you know, I was wondering. If that was gonna happen. Yeah. Fucking.
It's not a matter of if. It's a matter of when.
You fucking flick him in the forehead, he starts bleeding at this point.
Well, I told you on HSP this past week, like a little after dark segment, fucking Renee just like pricks him right in the fucking head. If y'all want the full story, go back and listen to HSP. I'm not going to give a free fucking spoiler.
Yeah, no, it's good shit.
Yeah, this was a great fucking match.
Yeah, outstanding.
All right, next match
mm-hmm.
for the AEW World Women's Championship. Hikaru Shida versus
Bay.
Timeless Toni Storm.
I love her. Timeless Toni Storm. The funniest shit in the funniest match in the card. Her character right now is perfect. She is like always, even on the indies, she used to rock the whole sporty thing with the black out under her eyes.
Yeah.
But she's had the flexibility to do this character, but they've given her not only the ability but the TV presence to bring it to life, and her character right now is amazing.
Hands down the best women's character on TV.
Yes.
In either company.
Yes. So there's a spot that I'm sure you guys have seen, talked about, floating around. Toni Storm snuck a small frying pan down the back of her pants.
Yes.
And it didn't stay tucked away in the back of her pants very long. It was fully out. I think it suction cupped to her butt cheek, and it was just like hanging out, and no shorts were covering it. She ran, she did the hip attack with the frying pan. Full view of everybody, including the ref, who turned Stevie Wonder at that moment. She's like, nope. I didn't see no frying pan.
You dirty bastard.
But yeah, and the commentary was so crazy. Nigel was like, and the ref had no idea, and Taz was like, she had no idea, the ref. It's like, you know how Taz is, just so.
And Taz said a line something like, "That thing is still sticking out the back of her britches."
And it took her until halfway up the fucking ramp before she took her frying pan
Dude,
off her butt.
you know that thing was suction cup to that
Oh,
voluptuous ass.
yes, it did not want to let go.
You just heard it.
Yeah, like it was no.
It's what dark Cordz would be.
Oh yeah,
Without question.
yeah.
All right.
Next
we gotta
match.
move on. We're gonna keep talking about her ass. Okay, so this match is the one that I ended up walking away from. It's the ladder match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. LFI versus Starks and Big Cass. I'm not going to call him Bill. He's Big Cass.
Okay.
Versus FTR versus House of Black.
You're an Impact guy. I figured you'd stick to W. Morrissey.
Suck my balls.
Both of them?
No, I got to leave one for Rip.
Nah. True. This match was just just chaos, of course. I mean,
Scrambled eggs.
I think they got the call wrong. I think House of Black should have went over. The greatest things in this match came from the most underrated person, Big Brody King. He
put Dragalisco through the fucking ladder with a Gonzo bomb.
Yeah, like he
It looked fucking wicked.
Started walking across the ladder between two things, threw him down with a Gonzo pile driver right through the. God, it was so sick. And there was that shot of him laying against either the ring apron or something with his white paint with just a little bit of blood. Like It's a great fucking shot. I don't know why they're the first 2 or 3 years of AEW, their tag team championship was like the most prestigious in the world. Like those belts meant something. They put them. They main evented tons of shows with the defending that title. Like it meant something. And now it's just on two thrown together guys, which is something I fucking hate about WWE. Like, why is Ricky Starks and Big Bill the tag team fucking champions when there's a dozen long-term real tag teams on the roster?
I don't know. I'm kind of there with you about the throwing together tag team situation. It never made sense to me, and the fact you put the titles on them is it's kind of fucked up considering you got all these great tag teams. You got FTR, you got House of Black, you got the Guns, you got the Acclaimed. I mean, fuck, there's so many more fucking tag teams I can't think off the top of my head.
Lucha Brothers.
Yeah, but aren't they doing like some single shit by themselves right now?
Yeah, but they're still one of the best tag teams in the world.
True. I mean, you even got the not so young fucks, I should say. For God's sakes.
The Workhorsemen.
Yeah, the Workhorsemen.
I
Holy
mean,
shit. How about them?
Yeah, there's
so many great tag teams. Like there better be a nice fucking payoff for this shit. Other than the fact it just reminds me of Diesel and Shawn Michaels in '94.
Right.
That's the only thing this reminds me of. But neither one of them really fit that role too well. I mean, Ricky's a great fucking singles guy. He doesn't need to be in a fucking tag team.
Right.
I mean, are you just doing this to give him something to do? I mean, there's the fucking TNT title. Go fucking put that on him.
Yeah.
And Big Cass, I mean, this is probably the best role he could be in as far as like being just a big ass fucking heater for a guy. But you don't need to do it for a guy like Ricky.
Right.
Ricky can fucking walk and talk. Find a fucking like Nana kind of gimmick and fucking have him be the heater for that.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I get it.
Starks and Cass retain.
I hope the payoff is the House of Black finally winning the championships. They deserve it.
Dude, I can't wait to see those custom belts.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, the 6-man belts were fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next match. For for the TBS championship. Let me just go and get this out of the way. Bay, and Bay.
Absolutely.
Chris Statlander
God
versus
damn.
Sky Blue versus Julia Hart in a triple threat.
Bay.
This was the Bay match of all Bay matches.
Absolutely. So, we
this
got
was a good match. I enjoyed this match.
We got an extremely new look out of Sky Blue.
Mhm.
She walked halfway down the ramp and took off the baseball hat that she always wears and puts on a blue crown of thorns, it looked like.
Yep.
She had
furthering the transition.
She had a hot new ring jacket, you know, kind of set up. So her metamorphosis is
it's coming. It's coming.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Versus Julia Hart, who is the evil that sent Sky Blue down this road.
Mm-hmm.
Versus Chris Statlander, who has had probably the most amazing transformation during her time in AEW.
Dude, the workhorse of the women's locker room.
Dude, this woman used to be a fucking alien from the Andromeda Galaxy.
I was okay with it, though. I'm not gonna lie. I was okay with it.
But now she's just like a femme fatale, kill motherfucker kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's
like
badass.
This gimmick she is now fits her perfectly.
Yes, because she's strong as hell, like crazy strong. A great wrestler, athletic, 450 splash, all that good stuff.
That cradle tombstone she uses as a fucking finish.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, fucking beautiful.
Really is. Yeah. So, to my surprise, Julia Hart wound up winning the belt. So, congratulations to her. She has vastly improved. Before that match, she had won like 29 of her last 30 matches. They really put a lot of effort into her. Her entrance is theatrical as hell. They obviously are happy with this character. And I don't blame them. I think it's fucking phenomenal. I think she has become a star. Who would have thought that the biggest star out of the Varsity Blondes would have been the cheerleader?
I'm not complaining.
I'm not either.
You got her in AEW. You got fucking Pillman Jr. over in NXT with this new gimmick, which I don't give what anybody says. He's a good fucking heel.
Is he?
Yes, he's a lot better as a heel than he is a babyface. Kind of like his dad.
Mm-hmm.
But this whole gimmick that he's doing, we'll get on that another time. But just the whole gimmick that Pillman Jr. is doing now, he's fucking working it great.
Good.
But yeah, I was just as surprised as you are about Julia winning. Well deserved. I think it is her time. We'll see how she does in the coming months, though. Like, it's one thing to win the title; it's another thing to keep it.
Yeah. We'll see if she's better at holding it or better at chasing it.
Yes,
which is
she can be one of those things where she doesn't need to be going after a title or keeping a title. She can just be one of those workers.
Yeah, and she has the potential because she's got that really spooky character, which lends itself well to that. Obviously.
All right.
All right. Before we go further, let's hear a little bit from Castel Vodka, shall we?
Vodka, ball. Castel. Indulge in the Red Revolution.
Thank you, Castel Vodka, for sponsoring the podcast.
Yes, sir.
All right, what do we got next?
The next segment was the latest signee for All Elite Wrestling.
Yes, an absolutely huge signing, in my opinion. Next to Okada, the biggest free agent on the market right now. Will Ospreay, in my opinion, certainly top 10, if not top 5 wrestlers out there right now. Can do anything, can do shit no one else can do. And this is a big deal because it's well deserved. He's never made much money as talented as he is, and I bet this is probably like 10 times the contract that he had with New Japan.
Yeah,
So
and I want
I'm happy
a lot
for
of
him.
people to think just because you're signed to a contract doesn't guarantee you're going to be making a lot of money. Even though he was signed to New Japan, he still had to go do Rev Pro. He still had to do independence in the United States, in Europe, and in Japan. Like he still had to fucking hustle, even though he was on one of those fucking New Japan contracts.
Now, not only does he have a much higher paying deal, but they're allowing him to live in England. He's just got to come over for matches, which is phenomenal. So I'm sure he's.
Well, hopefully they don't try to abuse that. They need to keep him like Vince did Andre. Keep him as a fucking attraction. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I'd like to see him as a full timer.
Yeah, but flying back and forth every fucking week from London to America.
I mean, I think I could do that once every 7 days.
Yeah, that takes its toll on you. I could see it happening like once every other week or once every 3 weeks or some shit like that and do build-ups to it.
Yeah.
But once a week.
They might have it
And
he might have it in his contract that he gets a private jet for all those times. I don't know.
Even then, dude, that's still like a fucking 9-hour, 10-hour flight
Yeah.
straight.
All
And
right.
that's just going to New York. That's not going to where your destination is. But anyway, Will Ospreay is all elite.
Yep. Good signing.
All right, so next match.
Mm-hmm.
The Texas Death Match.
God almighty.
Adam Hangman Page versus Swerve.
Swerve
This
is the
match.
I called it yesterday. Swerve is the next AEW champion. Like
I agree with that. Swerve is going to be the fucking guy in AEW in the next 3 years. The fucking guy. In this match, and this is coming from a guy that hates death matches. This was the match of the fucking night.
Absolutely. The best death match I've ever seen. Certainly the best death match in AEW history. Such good shit. I mean, most brutal shit I've seen in a wrestling match, but done perfectly. Like done. It was like a ballet meets a fucking car crash. It was crazy. I'll never forget that vampire spot, dude. That's what I'm calling it.
We'll call it the Gangrel spot. That's fine because it's basically what it was.
Fucking Hangman had busted open Swerve so much he was just pouring blood, and Hangman throws himself down underneath it, lets it rain into his mouth, fills his mouth with Swerve's blood, stands up and blows it out like Triple H does water. It was unbelievable. I was stunned sitting there. I was like, holy shit. I'll never see anything crazier than that in wrestling.
No, and you got to think of the lengths they had to go for that spot to get cleared. Blood test, they had to go through it with the fucking network.
What if Hangman just did that spur of the moment?
Dude, there's fucking fines. There are fucking fines. You can't sit there and tell me you do something that fucking crazy and it's not fucking cleared. Yeah. You're either getting fired or you're getting fined a very hefty fucking fine.
Yeah, and I haven't heard anything negative come out of it, so you're probably right.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying. They had to go to some links to get that shit cleared. But this match shows that there is a very fine line between hardcore wrestling and garbage wrestling. And in the beginning of it kind of felt garbagey with the fucking staple gun and the constant stapling of shit. But once they got past that, it turned into hardcore art, is all I like to say it.
Absolutely. And the gigantic pussy Jim Cornette was all crying about it again. It's like, oh, ECW again. Oh, I'm pissing my pants.
This is not anything ECW could fucking match. I'm sorry.
No, definitely not.
This is borderline GCW shit. And again, do you like polka?
Don't listen to fucking polka.
You don't like fucking AEW? Don't fucking watch AEW. And 9 times out of 10, I fucking don't.
There you go. Absolutely.
I watch what I like, and I don't watch what I don't like.
Pretty simple.
And the world keeps moving.
Mm-hmm. Onward Who.
Onward Who. Swerve goes over. We forgot to mention that.
Yes. In a career-making match.
Yes. Dude, that's fucking best fucking match of the night. All right. Next match. The Old Fucks versus the Manitoba Lover Boys.
All right.
I know you hate me when I fucking get on my shit.
No.
It's Kenny Omega and Jericho versus the Young Fucks.
Yes.
For one good tag match in the whole show.
Yeah, it was good. It was fine. Jericho right now is on a string of outperforming his age.
Jericho is the fastest slow man in professional wrestling.
Yeah.
I will say that till the day I die.
Yeah.
I've never seen somebody move so fast while being so slow. I inspire to be that.
Yeah, no, I got you. It's hard to explain, but that's perfectly sums it up right there.
It really does. And for anybody that doesn't know what I'm really talking about, watch him go hit the ropes. That's all I need you to do. Watch him run the ropes. He's so slow at it, but he gets so fast at it at the same time. It's fucking weird. All in all, though, this match was great.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate fucking Young Fucks with a passion. I really do. But this was a good match. The post match, though, I felt took away from the match. And I know why. We talked about it on HSP, why it happened and where it came from. But I still think the post match took away from the match.
Well, the Bucks are having a huge temper tantrum right now. I'm sure it's kayfabe, but they threw a hissy fit after losing. They were slamming chairs around, just acting like children. And then yesterday, I guess it came out that they're stepping away for some reflection time, and they've quit the BTE YouTube show.
No, it's not the first time they've done that too. So
yeah,
for those of you that watches BTE on YouTube, relax, calm down. Like all of us, sometimes we just got to step back and breathe. I don't see that happening for a while on HSP, but I'm just saying.
Yes, sir.
All right. So it is now time for your main event.
It's time!
Calm down, Vader. For the AEW World Championships, and I can't believe I'm about to fucking say this. Adam Cole, baby, will take on Switchblade Jay White.
Yes. Hey, Frango, thanks for joining us, man. Yeah. So
the entrances.
The entrances happen. They
Adam Cole pulled a Roman Reigns. Took for fucking ever, which is understandable.
Yeah.
He's on fucking crutches. There's no reason for Roman to have 9-minute entrances.
Right. So the entrances happen. They're about ready to ring the bell. MJF's no. Keep back messing that up. We hear ambulance. We hear an ambulance coming over the piers. That's what I'm saying.
I only got to the Adam Cole entrance. Switchblade don't even get an entrance. Fuck him at this point.
Yeah, fuck him.
Okay. Still my finish.
My bad. Well, go ahead then.
No, I was just saying Jay White stole my finish. Fuck him.
Oh, fuck that guy. So you hear an ambulance. We've seen this time and time again in wrestling. Same old thing. MJF has stolen the ambulance, and he gets back into the loading dock, and he comes hobbling out. Everybody in the world is telling MJF, "No, don't go. Your leg's injured." While they let Adam Cole with two surgeries on his leg, and he's convalescing, and walk right out to the ring.
Yeah.
But we won't mention too much about that. So
no, we did enough that on HSP.
MJF comes out. He starts the match. He gets murdered for 15 minutes. Shenanigans happen. The Guns who were sent away from the ring earlier in the match come back. Obviously, the ref's down because he got breathed on, so he's got to take a 5-minute nap. So the Guns come out. They fuck MJF up. MJF gets the better of them, gets them out. Adam Cole brings out MJF's ring and puts it down. MJF doesn't get to it. Jay White gets to it. He looks like he's going to hit MJF, but MJF does the low blow. Nobody's dirtier than MJF, obviously. So MJF gets the ring, knocks out Jay White, wins the title. Crowd goes wild.
Gets his belt back.
Gets his belt back finally. His Triple B.
Dude,
Thoughts?
First off, that belt's really starting to grow on me. And I didn't really think I was going to like the plaid and the brown. But it's really growing.
It's all Burberry, yeah.
Whatever the fuck it's called.
There's a couple of things that I would like to discuss, and we don't have to take much time because it's already been over an hour.
Well, you go ahead. Because I pretty much gave all my thoughts on HSP this past week on this match.
Yeah, I mean, we already talked about the whether MJF going over in this matter was bad for Jay White, so I'm not going to rebeat that.
Yeah, let's not rehash that.
You guys go to the YouTube page, there's shorts about it, actually. My question is, did Adam Cole just get unlucky a couple of times, or is he trying to fuck Max on the DL? Like, did he just get unlucky that Jay White got the ring instead of MJF? Is it just bad luck that he got caught looking like he was gonna hit Jay White with the belt? It?
Let me give you a little history lesson. Remember back during All In, when, for whatever fucking reason, they still didn't do it. You said that Max was going to turn heel and turn on Adam. And I said the opposite, that Adam was going to turn on MJF, and we're going to have a heel Adam versus a babyface MJF. I still think they're trying to build to that. But it seems more logical now that it is going to be a heel turn for Adam Cole.
Yep.
It's kind of hard not to support it, and you can't argue this point. And when we have a heel Adam Cole, we have money. Just like a heel Randy Orton, you have money. A heel Adam Cole, you have fucking money. So I feel they're still trying to tease that for when Adam eventually returns, because he's still going to return as a babyface and all that shit. But I still feel that he will turn on fucking MJF. He'll have Roddy and the Kingdom on his fucking side, and he'll just reform the Kingdom as it originally was in fucking Ring of Honor.
Okay.
And, hopefully at that point, Kyle O'Reilly will be able to come back and he can fucking get in that faction too.
Yeah.
Because I miss Kyle. I miss the air guitar on the fucking belts.
Right.
So that's my thing. I think they're still trying to tease that. Do I think it's coincidental? If it happened once, yes, I thought it just might have been coincidental. but it happened quite a few times.
Yeah. Certainly did. All right. Well, those are my questions.
Yeah, I think we answered them pretty well.
Absolutely.
Ran a little longer than we usually do for WIW, but that's all right.
That is fine.
Hopefully Ian or Evan, sorry, I don't know why I said Ian. Hopefully Evan has all his stuff fixed and situated. We'll be able to have him on for next week for Survivor Series.
Yeah. That would be good.
Just we'll keep tabs on him. Speaking of Ian,
Yeah.
I know he went fucking ghost a while back. You ever heard?
No, I never heard anything.
Wow.
I've never seen him online again. Like, I haven't seen him post anything. I don't know. I've seen him be active, like with the little green dot, but I've never seen him post anything or really anything.
Well, hopefully all is well with him, and nothing negative's happened.
Yeah, I hope so. Definitely hope so.
All right, I think that's going to do it for us tonight.
Yep, absolutely. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Hope you had a good time. Thank you for watching Heel Shit. For Draven Grimes, I'm Dark Cordz. Thank you for watching Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. Peace.